Hi, Dave Snyder here. It is the 10th night of August 2013. Okay, and earlier I made a video or uploaded a video showing the lunar south pole reversed over the North American continent here. And this is just like a little update of this. This is the weather, and I wanted to show you something. This is like more confirmation, basically. If you want to look, this is the way I look at it. I download as many maps and things as I can, and I do as many overlays as I can, so that when I do an overlay like this, I can go back and find something that's in the same area that I can put with it to confirm it, right? Well, I showed the other day of that gold map where they show the concentrations of gold in California, or not California, but the western United States. And this overlay I did about a year and a half ago, at least a year and a half ago, if not 2 years ago. And I brought it from way up my list. I brought it down here to the bottom of my list, but it used to be way up there. So, anyways, it hasn't moved. It's still in the same place. It's right here over North America. Let me just show you here. This is the gold map here. Let me turn the weather off. Okay, so here you go. You can see that it's in the right place. It's pretty close to being right on there. You know, good enough for what I'm going to show you here. Okay, so there's the gold concentrations in the western United States, right? This is where they found gold, and you can see something like the Sierras right here. They got a high concentration there, and I want to bring up the map that I showed you earlier, the lunar south pole, right? And I want to show you, bring that map back to the top here. Okay, now look at this area of the Sierras right here. Check this out. This just kind of confirms it. It just gives you more confirmation when you can do more, bring up more things that show you more. It just does. Check it out. Look at this edge of this crater right here. See that the angle it has right there? Has that edge? Okay, take a look. Look at right here. It has the same angle right here, and if you look, you can see like a circular shape in the center. It could be this one, it could be this one. There's two circular shapes there, but you see in the center there's also that circular shape right there. It's the same thing. It's absolutely the same thing, because you can see this right here as well. You can see the like this up here. I mean, gold comes from the moon, people. It comes from the moon impacting the earth, I'm telling you. There's just no doubt about that. I've seen moon rocks in Yosemite that have little like cubes of gold, about a 1/4 inch cube, but it's not gold actually. It's actually iron pyrite, but it looks like gold. And these rocks are so solid, so dense, you would break your hammer trying to break off a piece of it. I mean, your hammer would break. I've showed a video about those rocks that I've seen up there, and those I could almost guarantee those rocks are from the moon. And you can laugh if you want, but look at this edge. Just check it out. Look at that. It just falls into place. You know what I mean? That just falls right into place. Look at the angle. Look at it follows the Sierras right there. See that? And I'm not saying this crater creates the gold. I'm just saying the gold comes from these impacts. This is not, by far, not the only impact by the moon that I've ever found. I mean, I've found so many that are for sure. As long as these are really lunar images and this is really the Earth, then they're for sure. So anyways, that's just one of the biggest. This is the reason they don't tell you the moon hits the Earth. This is the reason why they lied about it to begin with. Now they can't tell you the truth. I mean, they wouldn't want to anyway, probably. Everybody would, freak out because all this time had been told something different. But there you go. I mean, that's just more confirmation. You can bring up other maps. You can find other maps with things like this on it that show things, and it'll. The more you bring up, the better. The more you save in your list, the better the more confirmation you'll have. That's why I use the weather. The weather shows you a lot. I mean, when I discovered the weather thing, that was just super huge. I mean, really, I found so many more impacts with the weather than I found before. I learned about the weather. That was just an amazing thing that I discovered that day. Was the weather, what it shows. And you see that circular shape right there? I could bring up a picture of Schrodinger, and right there in that area, there's a circular shape, like a perfect circle right there. Actually, if I were to bring up a picture of Schrodinger and show it to you, you would see there's a perfect circle in that area. So now you're starting to see, you can see this concentration of weather right there. It's totally there. So I just wanted to show you the gold thing, just more confirmation of that impact at some point happening with the Earth. It's just look at this look at the weather up here. And this one's still holding up here. That curve there is still there. Been there all day like this. It's changed a little bit, but it's almost better than it was earlier. So anyways, that's it. Have a good weekend.